Akhilesh is outside speaking.
हम लोगों की तरफ से जनता से जो सर्वे आया उसी के आंकड़े तय किए, जो कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष जी ने कहा उसी के अनुमान से सीटें निकलेंगी।
कितना 295 वो बोल
295 से ऊपर जाएंगी।
उत्तर प्रदेश में क्या होने वाला है?
उत्तर प्रदेश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सीटें पलट जाएंगी और इंडिया गठबंधन पीडीए की रणनीति सबसे ज्यादा सीटें जीतेगी।
कह रही है पीएम, कह रहे भूचाल आने वाला है।
भूचाल नहीं आएगा, भूचाल तो पहले ही था, बेरोजगारी का भूचाल था, महंगाई का भूचाल था, आपकी जीएसटी की मार का भूचाल था, सीबीआई का भूचाल था, ईडी का भूचाल था, इनकम टैक्स का भूचाल था, ये सब भूचाल खत्म हो जाएंगे। क्यूटो में भी चुनाव फंस गया।
अखिलेश यादव का ये कहना है, आज तक से बातचीत में उन्होंने 3-4 सवालों का जवाब दिया, कहा कि खड़गे साहब ने जिस तरह से कहा है 295 के ऊपर सीटें इंडिया गठबंधन की आ रही हैं, और ये भी उन्होंने कहा कि भूचाल 4 जून के बाद आने वाला है, जब बीजेपी जाने वाली है, और एक तरीके से ईवीएम की मुस्तैदी को लेके पूरी ये इंडिया गठबंधन की बैठक हुई, जिसमें तमाम सियासी सुरमाओं ने हिस्सा लिया। कैमरा पर्सन अंकित के साथ।
That's Mausmi Singh speaking there to Akhilesh Yadav. They're talking about a bhuchal. What could this bhuchal be, Shankar Ayyar? The Prime Minister said India alliance में भूचाल आने वाला है. There's going to be an earthquake.
Well, everybody has a right to sort of have their own visions of what it was. And finally, on 4th, we'll know whether hindsight was 2020 or they needed glasses. But more importantly, the Congress's resistance to appearing on exit polls is part of the distrust that they have of the system. That somewhere in their head, they think that things are being faked. So,
no, but can I just tell you, on the day of the Karnataka and the Telangana exit polls, every Congress leader wanted to come. In fact, there were important meetings which were being held. They said, "Arey, aapke chakkar mein meeting ruki, aap result to dikhao." And the moment the results came out, the likes of Revant Reddy, DK Shivkumar, all of them came and sat down.
But that is essentially the difference between the guys who are popular, who are on the ground, who are in the southern states, and the paraphernalia of the Akbar Road guys.
So, but Rahul, but what are we complaining about? I mean, there's been a course correction. We should appreciate it.
No, look, the fact is there was confusion, and any national party you'd expect, which is part of an alliance, would have perhaps had a clear-headed mind rather than jump the gun yesterday itself and saying we're not attending the exit polls. But let's look for a moment at Akhilesh Yadav, because Uttar Pradesh is going to play a critical role, whatever the final numbers are. Preeti Chaudhary, you travelled extensively through UP. Are you sticking to your view that UP is the state that could throw potential surprises in this election?
Well, so let me talk a little bit more about the 7th phase that I'm coming fresh off. The 13 seats that have polled today. Of the 13, 11 were won by the BJP the last time around in 2019, and 2 were won by the BSP. SP and BSP were together. Now, of course, there's an argument that in 2019, the vote share of the BJP was about 50% and the vote share of the SP was just about 19%. But we tend to forget that the SP and the BSP only fought on 39 seats each, while the Bharatiya Janata Party fought on all seats. So, that argument really doesn't hold right now. What I did see on ground. Of course, where Varanasi is concerned, it's a matter of the margin. 4.5 lakh votes was what the Prime Minister won from the last time around. And right now, believe me, it's all in to extend that margin of victory for the Prime Minister. But the trouble areas for the Bharatiya Janata Party definitely lie on the seats around, even some of them adjoining Banaras. So it could be Chandoli, Ghazipur, Badohi, Robertsganj, Mirzapur, both the seats which Apna Dal are fighting. There's trouble there.
But the fact
where the caste calculation is
but the fact is a majority of the seats, Rahul Verma, in states like UP were won by the BJP by relatively comfortable margins. There are 224 seats the BJP won with a 50% vote share. There are 258 seats that the NDA won with a 10% gap over their rivals. So that gives them a huge heft, even in a state like Uttar Pradesh, where arguably there is greater competition on the ground in 2024.
That is true. Across northwest India, because BJP won up with a very huge margin, it gives them a buffer that even if there is going to be a swing, it can make seats competitive, but at the end they will still be able to sail through. And perhaps this reading, like most people who are coming from the ground, they are seeing some shift. But I think that shift, and the shift is making the seat fans gayi hai, kaante ki takkar ho gayi hai. But that shift is not large enough to turn
So in a short while, we'll find out whether the Kante ki takkar was in people's heads or was it on the ground, whether the Kante ki takkar was a fake narrative which was being peddled, or was there really a Kante ki takkar? Because very quickly, once the India Today Access My India data starts coming out, some of the narratives being peddled will get exposed by themselves and the reality will start to emerge.